YouTube, chicks. Get ready. You know what to do, chicks.
Listen, Chick Smooth.
Hey, Chick Smooth. Appreciate all the coverage that you've been doing. I've been watching your shit for a while. I just subscribed to your shit too.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy BREAD Fox reporting from the Chicks Universe, and today we have some more updates on the Meek Mill Luce Cannon situation. So Meek Mill finally responded to the Luce Cannon situation, and before we get into that, for those of you who may not know, there's been rumors swirling around for almost a year now that Meek Mill was actually kidnapped by Luce Cannon, who is Big U's right-hand man. Now, the way the rumor goes is that pretty much Luce and the Rolling 60s Crips pulled up on Meek Mill and said, hey bro, you know what this is about. Get on the phone with Ross and we need that bag. And then before you knew it, before you could count to three, Rick Ross, being the solid person that he is, sent over $50,000 cash to Big U, and the Wolves pretty much let Meek Mill live that day. Ever since that story broke, Meek Mill never ever responded to it, but today he finally responded. But first, let's take a look at the video.
That's a good thing. Mm-hmm. So Meek is in the club, like he's up there, like, yo, hold on, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished, and y'all just tapped him on the shoulder. I just want to know. This shit crazy.
Cuz didn't even get to that part. He walked in.
He can't even get to the intro. No. God damn it.
He walked in. As soon as he walked in or whatever, all the security that was with him, they spent around. Grab Cuz. Bro. What's up? Get on the phone with Ross.
Honey, all right. That's enough now. We're not going to tell all the details.
No, we got to hear this one.
I said, get on the phone with Ross.
Now, this one going to go high. What?
Get on the phone with Ross. Neighborhood Crip. So he got on the phone with Ross. I took on the phone with Ross.
Wait. So he didn't start like squaring up, trying to swing or nothing like that?
And what?
You grabbed him by the shoulder like you put your hands on a grown man. He from the trenches.
Like this.
They from the trenches.
Yeah, I know. I'm from the trenches, but no, it don't work like that.
Now, this is what Meek Mill had to say in response. This guy must be using a story to confuse his indictment because I never seen him before. I would have put him to the God's test on the spot. I never even met Buddy, but I don't negotiate with fake thugs. Ask him what chain, because all chains some ish. LOL watches all 300K and up vibes. Meek also said, me, Nipsey, YG, Mustard, and few others made sure we didn't follow the East Coast West Coast narrative. I changed my life by blessings, but I always been down to meet up with fake street bullies in abandoned areas where there's no civilians and take their heart. So that's Meek Mill's official response to these claims. Now, there are some things that I do want to address, right? First, Meek should be very, very easy on the way that he talks. First of all, Luce Cannon, from what everybody says, is not a fake thug, and neither are the Rolling 60s Crips. Now, Meek Mill is not the best when it comes to publicists and PR, and he probably should have used a publicist to respond to this statement. Why? One, because there's legal troubles involved, as it is part of an indictment, and then two, because you don't want to anger anybody and then have to face the consequences later.
Now, you guys know I love to smell good. That's why I was so excited to get my Mando package in today. Coming from somebody that lives in a warm climate like this, it's important that you have products that make you smell good all day long. For me, these are my two favorite products from Mando. The whole body deodorant, and then you have the invisible spray that you can use anywhere. And I mean anywhere. All Mando products are clinically proven to block odor and also last up to 72 hours. Mando has a variety of fresh scents to choose from: bourbon leather, Mount Fuji, Pro Sport. So make sure you get your starter pack now. Control body odor with Shop Mando and get $5 off your starter pack when you use promo code CHICKS at shopmando.com. That's CHICKS at shopmando.com. New customers get $5 off a starter pack with our exclusive code and link. Use code CHICKS at shopmando.com. shopmando.com.
People are already in the comments taking his words out of context and saying that he's calling the Rolling 60s Crips fake thugs. The worst thing that could happen to Meek Mill in this situation is for him to become the butt of another joke. And it seems as though whenever Meek Mill adds his 2 cents into any type of situation, he always comes out a penny short. That said, let's dive a little bit into the allegations by Luce Cannon. Now, ordinarily, it would be easy for everybody to say this is cap. However, what's really giving these things legs is the fact that it's part of a federal indictment. Now, in the actual federal indictment, Meek Mill is not mentioned by names per se, but it does seem as though he is one of the rappers that are being alleged to be a victim of Luce Cannon. In the indictment, this is exactly what it says. It pretty much quotes Luce Cannon's interview with No Jumper and Vlad TV, where he talks about the story of how he robbed MM, or as people would think, Meek Mill, and RR, as people would assume, is Rick Ross. This is exactly what it says. Luce Cannon said, "You know why he wanted to give the dude back the 40, right? Because he was going to make the dude give him 20 for getting it back." Williams then said, of course, he did that to two famous rappers. Williams then detailed demanding $50K from the celebrity rapper RR, or they would kill the celebrity rapper MM. Williams then said RR dropped off the $50,000 and Henley stopped answering the phone and then did not share the proceeds with Williams. According to further No Jumper and Vlad TV segments, Henley then served a cease and desist order on No Jumper, and this podcast episode was removed from the platforms, although a recording of the episode remained available elsewhere online. 100. Williams' recounting of this robbery occurred years after the robbery of Victim 1's dispensary and years after Victim 1 had already recounted and documented the robbery for the FBI. So, for the simple fact that they added this story into the indictment, it kind of gives it some crazy legs and makes people actually believe the salacious nature of the whole thing. Now, whether Luce Cannon actually did hold Meek Mill hostage for $50,000, only people who know that are Meek Mill and Luce Cannon, and Meek Mill is vehemently denying it. Rick Ross himself hasn't said anything on the matter, and from what people are saying, this thing could actually be true. At the end of the day, we're all human and none of us are bulletproof. So if you're in a whole other city, you go to LA, you have to take an airplane, you can't bring any guns with you. It's okay if you end up getting pressed. So tell me, what do y'all think? Do y'all think that Luce Cannon is some type of pathological liar? Do the feds have this indictment all the way screwed up and wrong? Or is Meek Mill just trying to cover his tracks so that he doesn't look soft to his people and look soft to his fans? Let me know in the comments. Also, make sure that you like and subscribe. It's your boy BREAD Fox reporting from the Chicks Universe. Till next time.